Here's an interesting perspective on eating disorders. What if they're not purely psychological or emotional? What if they're also physical? In animal studies, when zinc is removed from the diet, the rats stop eating, showing anorexia-like behavior. When zinc is added back, the appetite and behavior return to normal. Zinc deficiency can dull our sense of taste and smell, and sometimes even create an aversion to protein-rich or metallic-tasting foods like red meat. Which is ironic, because red meat is one of the richest sources of zinc. This is important for women especially. Zinc levels often drop during menstruation, so the cravings, the mood swings, even the restriction cycles, they can have a nutritional foundation. What happens then is people start avoiding meat, often influenced by media narratives, and go more plant-based, thinking they're being healthy. But that can make problems worse. Low zinc, low B6, two key nutrients linked with mental stability, and suddenly you're in a binge-restrict cycle that feels psychological, but is actually nutritional. Low B6 levels can affect serotonin and dopamine, the very chemicals that regulate appetite and mood, making the emotional swings and binge-restrict cycles much worse. Yet, we blame willpower, the scales, outside pressure, image. Meanwhile, cultures like the Mongolian Kazakhs live on what we'd call an extreme diet, eating just dairy all summer, horse meat all winter, no vegetables, and yet no eating disorders, because what looks extreme to us is actually traditional, ancestral, and nutritionally complete. The word balance can be dangerous. Everything in moderation comes from the ultra-processed food industry to keep us buying their foods so as to not avoid them, yet we tell eating disorder patients to eat everything in moderation as if avoiding ultra-processed foods is pathological, when they could actually be the foods causing depletions and nutrient deficiencies in the first place. You can't control everything, but you can control what goes on your plate. Nourish yourself with animal foods deeply, and the mind often follows.